Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Mustangs will kick it away to start us off. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Will take over. First and 10.
Snags a quick pass on the left. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Let's take a second to think about Hawaii. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
And the Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Second down coming up.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. The give to the back. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
And the pass is broken up incomplete. But wait, there's more. Flag on the field, and it might be against the offense. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they're aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness. but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
To the ground with the bat. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's...
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Let's it fly. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. To the air. It's Alford. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
The Mustangs will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grab near the marker. It's Cooper. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Touchdown Mustangs! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The Hawaii offense returns to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Motion from the wideout. Davis will throw. That's caught. It's Johnson. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment there.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. He'll take it himself. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
And the Rainbow Warriors line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. The Rainbow Warriors are on the move. Davis looking to pass. Spits it out to the back. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Here's the handoff. Creates a little room. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Right back to the well. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
On the move. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. A first down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it to the left looking for the end zone. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win.
Leaves his feet, makes a nice grab along the right sideline. Touchdown, SMU! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Yeah, and it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced. Use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to bring this one out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short.
First and 10.
Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Mustangs. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Right down the middle. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Davis will throw. Working that left side now. Turning it on. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Let's go.
The give to the tailback. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Davis looking to pass. Oh, he makes the catch. He's inside. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. They'll try to pass their way in. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Hawaii! Excellent pass by the back on the option. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Mustangs will take over 1st and 10.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range that people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle it?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today is about as big as it gets.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Alford. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up on tempo. They're ready to do it again.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it here.
He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Zings it complete to the right. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Might as well give it to him again. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to power their way ahead. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Here's a first down, but there is no time to lose as this offense gets to the line quickly. Unloads to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Davis will throw. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Rainbow Warriors will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Looking to pass. It's Alford. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchups somewhere else.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Mustangs will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Puts it in at the 40. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it.
First and 10.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway.
Set to kick this one.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Take over. First and 10.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Got enough for the first. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
He's tackled at the 34. Third down coming up.
Now on third down for this offense. Trying play action. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Mustangs send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return.
Will take over. First and 10.
On the set.
Davis looking to pass. Makes the grab on the left. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. You look like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got him downfield. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The Rainbow Warriors line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Alford. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab, it's Keys. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Buys a little time. Caught in the backfield. It's Warren. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Okay,
The
ready?
Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Give to the back. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And the Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
The Mustangs will try to pick it up on 4th down.
Here we go. Ready?
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen.
Ready?
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They've already peeled more than 3 minutes off the clock on this drive as they stand over the ball on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Alford. Lets it go to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Easy. Ready, ready.
They'll try to power it in. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. He splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There will be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Rainbow Warriors headed quickly to the line. Davis will throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking down the middle. It's a fumble. Oh, unfortunate to get that one back, and as an added bonus, they get the 1st down. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Rainbow Warriors are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw again. Fires to the middle. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's what.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Gets the back moving. And his throw is incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Trying to beat the D deep. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the fourth quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
Davis looking to pass. Got his man. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
They're not just using the running back as check down Charlie in the passing game. They're getting him downfield.
Well, and take my matchups I like. If you're going to play man-to-man, who are you going to put on the running back? You want to put a linebacker on him? I like my chances, even with safeties. Those guys, you know, listen, they aren't as great as corners and covering, so I like finding matchups and exploiting them.
The Rainbow Warriors come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Looking to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down, and they give it back up now to their offense.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
And the Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Mustangs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Wants to adjust the pattern to the ground to try to move the chains. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Off play action. Slings it downfield. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. I love the bootleg call on fourth down because even if you know it might be coming, you have to respect the fake.
Yeah, and you don't know where the launch point's going to be. So you're going to blitz, but then now they move the pocket, and it becomes hard because you got to get a moving target. Nice job by the offense, understanding the situation, using the quarterback's athletic ability to get the first down.
And the Mustangs have it in scoring position on first and goal.
a two-possession game, they'll take a knee. Defense can stop it a couple more times. Here comes the offense on second down. They can stop the clock a couple more times, and they need to get it back fast, down 2 possessions as the clock keeps winding down. With the clock running, this should be the final play.